the Periscope streets, as well as Twitter and YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and now Happs.tv. So I hope that you are coming on in here. Make sure that you are typing, and letting me know that you are here and you are ready to partake and find out what's the Happs, yo. I hope that you are having a fabulous night. It is Monday, December 14th, about 11 o'clock p.m. on the Los Angeles West Coast. So let's see what is happening here in. I am looking and seeing, waiting for my favorite people to be coming in here and to join me. So hold on one sec. Cynthia Joy, hi. What's happening, David? So that was weird. Okay, so let me see what time is it? It is a minute and 20 seconds before people came in. So that was kind of a little bit of a delay. What's happening? What's up, Prince Samuel? Hi. Oh, I look kind of. What do you think, you guys? I look kind of like, what do you call it? Minecrafty, yeah? Prince from Houston, Texas. Hello, Prince from Houston, Texas. I am Joanne from Los Angeles. Okay, let me see if I can change my camera. Let me see if that helps. A little bit better. What do you think, you guys? Hi, Ryan. Your favorite person, Gavin Newsom, isn't coming. No, he's not. On the bright side, I did get a Periscope notification. Yay! Whoop, whoop, whoop. Let's see if I have a good sound for that. Hello, Neil from North Carolina. How are you? Good to see you. It's low res. I don't know. This is a much better camera. So I was using something called Snap Camera before because it allows you to use filters and little fun stuff, but it seemed like it was kind of blurry, right? Absolutely better. It is so green. That's my green screen. Yeah. Okay, my better half is here. Yay. Hi. Oh, let's see. He's got a way better camera. Say something so we can see.
A way better camera?
Yes.
My iPhone?
David says my green screen is too green. Oh, how come I'm not hearing you in my ear?
I don't know. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Where are you going?
It's 11 o'clock.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's put him in PIP. Hello from Jeddah. Hello from Los Angeles. Hi. Ryan says hi to you, George, but we don't see you. Cynthia Joy says hi, George. Ginny Lee is on YouTube. Ginny Lee, is it on the Oriental Combo YouTube or is it on the Go Rice Girl YouTube? You've seen Greener? It's 11 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? I actually do know where my children are. They're in the next room. Greetings from the Midwest. Where exactly, Christopher, are you? Let me take a guess. Are you in Michigan? If that's your better half, I'm afraid to see the lesser half. I am the lesser half, right? There's the better. And then hello from the Philippines or Philadelphia or what else starts with a PH? Something. Pittsburgh. I wonder where he went. I mean, I can hear things clicking around. That's because you're a good mom. Remember that commercial as kids? No, I don't remember. What was it a commercial for, Jason? Good day from Sydney, Australia. How are you, DJ? Phil, you're from Philadelphia or Philippines? No. Okay, so Christopher, how about Indiana? Kentucky, Phoenix, Combo. Oh, you're on the Oriental Combo one. Okay, thanks, Jeannie, for letting me know. I noticed that when I went live, and I'm like, hey, this is connected to the wrong YouTube. I got a complaint from a customer at one restaurant I was a chef at. They said my broccoli soup was too green. You know, there's always that one person that is never sad. I think they call them Karens, right? The Philippines, Pittsburgh, Indiana, Indianapolis, Indiana? Wait, Indianapolis. I'm assuming Indianapolis is in Indiana. I was telling George the other day that I am so bad at geography. I don't even know. Like, I didn't even know. Don't judge, you guys. I didn't know that West Virginia was an actual state. I thought they were like. I thought he was like mocking me and just making something up. Really bad with geography. Really bad. So if you're from West Virginia, I apologize. No offense, please. I mean, I've heard of like North Carolina and South Carolina, and North Dakota and South Dakota, Mexico and New Mexico, but never Virginia and West Virginia. Your potato soup, it's just too potatoey. Oh my. Greetings and blessings from the Midwest. Oh, another Midwesterner. God Soldier, Mr. Kwan. Okay, so where are you from in the Midwest? To be fair, West Virginia doesn't seem to get touched. That's what I was saying. I said, what has ever come out of West Virginia? I've never heard of anything. And he's like, some of the most famous battles of American history were fought in West Virginia. I'm like, I don't know. I guess I didn't do very well in history either. Oh, yeah. Okay. So you're in Indiana, Christopher, right? You said Indianapolis, Indiana? I heard that they were changing the name of their baseball. Is it the Cleveland Indians? Oh, so that's Indiana. No, it's a totally different state. So Cleveland, Ohio, they're changing the name of their baseball team. I think it's a baseball team, like the Cleveland Indians, right? So I thought, okay, they're saying that it's not PC to do that. So I said, okay, are they going to rename the state of Indiana because it has the word Indian in it? I don't know. There's no Southeast Virginia. Okay, Mr. Kwan's from Chicago. Okay, gotcha. It was right before the news. It was a PSA, and it would say, "It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?" Oh, yeah. I remember that. I remember hearing that. I don't remember watching that. Hamilton County, the Cleveland pro. Are you serious, David? They're going to be calling it the Cleveland pronouns. The he, her. I've off Periscope for a second. Okay, so Mr. Kwan, I'm actually broadcasting to like lots of different platforms. Right now, if here, go to happs.tv right there /@Joanne, and then you can see all the comments that people are saying. So if you're wondering why I'm not reading, or I'm reading comments that don't exist, that's why. Hi, Ryan. Ryan wants to know any way to hook up an external camera to my phone while live via my phone. I have never even seen any device that can be hooked up to an iPhone as an external camera. Well, unless Brett knows of a way. There are proofs that there are quantum computational particles in the vaccine. Were we talking about the vaccine? That's so random that you just said that. The Cleveland theirs. What happened to George? Maybe I'll mute him because I don't know. He's clicking on something, and maybe that might be kind of weird, right? Let's see if I can do. Let's see. Let me. Oh no, I think I made him big. We don't want to do that. Make him small. Wait, how do I? Brett, how do we get him out of here or get him off the camera? Close. Oh, I think I did it. Okay, got it. You want to use a steady cam. Is a Steadicam an actual camera? No, I've been off of Periscope for a second. Oh, I got you. Where have you been? It's the flight simulator guy. Enjoy your broadcast. Oh, Jason enjoys your broadcast. There you go. That isn't currently possible, but you can do that if you use our web-based desktop studio. Yeah. You can connect all the different cameras, right? I wish. Oh, wait a minute. There is a screen share here. Present. Maybe I can show you guys. Let's see. Open my entire screen. Okay, let me do that. Oh, I can't do it now. I have to do it later. It won't let me do it. Maybe because it's asking me to open up something on my computer. Okay. Let's see. Application window? Here. Share. Okay. Share. Okay. Can you guys see my window? Say yes if you can, and I'm going to show you some stuff over here of what I see here. Actual broadcast camera, the movie version of a phone gimbal. Oh, wow. Not sure why the video and chat are side by side instead of like on a FOB and like on Facebook and Periscope. Oh, the video. I'm following you on Twitter. What's up from Why Not? What's up, Val? I'm so amazing. Thank you. Frank Rizzo, thank you for the subscription. Okay, you cannot see it? Oh no. So then what are you guys looking at? Wait, I'm presenting. Happs is sharing a window. It says to me that I'm sharing a window. Okay, let me stop presenting. What's up, Baltimore? Big Duke in the house. Let's see. Yeah, you guys, bring all your questions to Brett. Okay, hide. I'm going to try and share again. Application window. Share. Okay. Can you see my window, my whole window, like of all the stuff, or do you just see me? Okay. Hold on, Peter. I'm sharing the thing, but it says I'm not. Maybe is it not pushed out to normal people? Do you hail from South, Central, or North Vietnam? My mom is from the South. My dad is from the North, and I was born in San Francisco. So I don't know if that answers that. Just you. No. Green. Just me. I think you have to add it to the screen. Oh, okay. Wait here. Let's see. No. Okay, well, wait. Let me invite Peter on here. I'm going to kick George out. At Peter. Okay. I make him director. Close. Okay, you guys, I'm bringing on. Oh, I may need to select the screen share rectangle. Screen share rectangle. Intro. Oh, look, I didn't even see that there was an intro broadcast countdown. Get out of town. What are we discussing? Hi, Alex. I'm trying to show you how Happs works in the background, in the like the backstage view here. Can you hear, you guys? Can you hear George clicking around? Hi, Vince. Hi, Al. Long time no see, Al. Irish vibe. Background is green. Yeah. Presenting. It says stop presenting. Okay. Close. Well, this is awkward. Okay, Peter's here. He's coming in.
Hey, so let's see.
Can you see?
Selected. Let's try selecting it, unselecting it.
No, that's George. Okay, now wait a minute. Now it's showing.
I just kept clicking on things, and there we go.
Okay, so that wait a minute. Okay, so actually, so this would be good if we had a thing that said like screen share on this window here, huh?
Yeah, so you can label it manually as a screen share. It basically duplicates your current info and like user info in the studio. But I think we can improve this and make sure that it's a little bit more intuitive. We just created screen share this past week, so right now it's probably not as simple as it should be to understand how to get it on screen and that it's a separate window from you.
Got it. Got it. Can people hear you right now?
Oh, probably. I probably sound like the voice of the app itself here, but I am currently just getting back from a workout, so I don't want to put my face on screen. But I would love to come on your next shindig.
Sure.
Whenever that is, Jen.
Okay, yeah, anytime. They said that it's very faint. I don't know if they're talking about you. Okay, yeah, you can hear him. Okay, Brett says he can't hear you. God is in the room. Woot woot. Who is this guy talking? You guys, it's Peter. It's at Peter. Make sure you're following him. Okay. Peter, type something in the comments so that people can follow you.
Will do. And I will show myself to the community on my next broadcast here, but just not currently presenting my best to the community, but very excited for everyone to be here.
I always tell my ladies, in my community, it don't matter if your hair is dead or your makeup is not done, but I can see that men are, they're conscientious of their looks too. So I get it. There, I
all
see.
All right. We'll just do it. Enough suspense, guys. Hi, I'm Peter. I just got back from my home gym.
There you go.
My internet is terrible because there's 3 people using it right now, but we are so excited to welcome you guys onto this platform. We are working to make it better. And yes, I am not the voice of God, just a normal human here behind the scenes. And very excited about Joanne and George joining our platform and all of you here as well. And I do work for Happs. Yes, I am the head of community on Happs.
He's the community man, you guys. So you got to make sure you follow him. You know what would be really cool? George. Hey, George. Put George on.
Sorry about that. I'm back. I have to take care of
cool. So, like, if you could have, like, what's the Happs? I think that would be a good discussion to have. Right?
We need to. We've been talking about having a regular session for Q&A. Yeah, and I think we absolutely found the right time because everything is coming together with the product. People are joining like crazy, which is awesome. We're super excited to have everyone here, and we want to get to know you and welcome you on, and also explain where we're at. Yeah, new updates as they're coming out because our team of engineers, Brett, Adam, Mikey, our whole team are working their tails off to make sure that this is the app for you. And so we're open to your suggestions and feedback. Yeah, what the Happs, David?
What the Happs? That's the name of my title today. What's the Happs? So Cynthia Joy has a good question. Is there a way to block people? So like if you don't want to see them, not the broadcaster, but a viewer?
Yes. So currently there is a way to essentially like hide comments, and after a certain number of those, it's possible to block or ban them. Right now it's on a case-by-case basis with our team, but we will roll out a tool for that as well. Yep.
Yay, because sometimes you just have people you just don't want to deal with, right? Maybe. Yeah,
you can also assign moderators as a broadcaster as well. If you have super fans or folks in your circle or community that you want to help you with that and kind of moderating your comment section, you're able to.
Cool. Well, thank you for coming on. I know you want to probably go take a shower. And
no worries. Yeah, happy to answer any more questions for another few minutes here. Hey, Daniel Artest, thank you so much for joining. Daniel was on earlier today with a great sports show. Would really encourage folks to follow Daniel as well. He's in the comment section here. It says hello from Charleston.
Yes, you guys tap on him and hit the plus sign, right?
Vince says, are you guys planning to come out with more awards? So we certainly are, yes. We are also open to new award suggestions. So that's one of the cool things about where we're at as a community, is that we are actually very open and encouraging of feedback. So one thing our team's working on is, making those comments, the text a little bit bigger, for example, so that they're more legible for those of us without supervision. Like some of our lead engineers can, probably, see better than eagles. We joke, but I think, we're taking all of this feedback from tonight even into consideration here.
Cool. Yeah, you guys, I told them, I'm like, I'm a donut girl. And then honestly, it was like 3 hours later, boom, the donut award came out. I'm like, I love you guys. And I've already received donut awards from you guys. So it's awesome. Yeah.
That's great. I remember Olivia Ty was, I think, on her very first broadcast getting ready. And she's like, oh, is there a mic drop award? And I think one of our engineers created it literally before she even went live in a few minutes. And like, it was out and we used it in her broadcast. So our team works hard, especially our engineers, Brett and Adam. Shout out to the lead on that front. But yeah, open to suggestions here. I think we have a Buy Me a Coffee award. Yeah, lots of different ones here. Oh, and Brett is here as well. Yeah, he says he's passing this on to the team. Thanks for being in the comments here, Brett.
Yeah, everyone's like, please make the text bigger.
Yep, exactly. It's definitely on the list. Vince says, are you guys planning to bring out more functions to have day or night settings? So that's an interesting idea. I don't think that's currently on our product roadmap or our list yet, but we can definitely add that. Right now, we're kind of looking mainly like night mode all the time with a little bit of a darker background and scheme. Do you guys like that? I'm interested to hear your feedback here. And so you see our engineers are currently watching too. Can you make the picture bubble bigger? So picture bubble, what do you mean by that?
Maybe their profile pic in the comments? Is that what you're talking about? Because that's the only bubble.
So if you click on someone's name there directly, not just their icon or their photo, but on their name directly, if they are a member of Happs, they'll have like a mini version of their profile pop up, and you can navigate to their full profile from there.
Ah.
Yeah, I mistakenly clicked on Davis, and it's not pleasant.
Nice.
Speaking of nice, I'm getting some heckling here from the comments. Al, Peter, pumpkin keeper had a wife who couldn't. Oh wait, sorry. Oh man, I had that so many times in elementary school. I thought those days were over, but I guess I was wrong. Al.
Never over. Never.
Oh man.
Cynthia Joy wants to know an ETA on tablet compatibility.
In Android, yeah. So that's a really good question. I actually am not sure on tablet. On Android, so we currently have the Android app. We don't have the landscape mode for viewing out or for capture quite yet, but it's coming very soon. The Android one in particular will be out before the tablet. Should be out before the end of the year in the next couple weeks here. So Brett is answering here as well. Hi, are you using an Android tablet or iOS? We do support Android on most features, yes. So, and we should probably have Brett on here for one of these when we have an official what the Happs.
Yeah, what the heck?
Because he is literally the one building all of these cool tools. And they're coming out so quick that I actually can't keep track. So we certainly need to have the engineering team in here at some point too. And they do a great job communicating too. So, oh, Dan, you called me. Daniel says he called me earlier. All right, let me get back to you. Feel free to text me, Daniel. My voicemail has been full for probably a year, so please text me.
Join the club.
So I get so much spam. My voicemail used to be literally 90% spam. So I just said, okay, I'm not going to let anyone, into there. So text me if you need anything. I'll leave my email here for folks as well with any additional questions. But I'm totally bombing and crashing your broadcast now, guys.
I love it. Well, that's what it was called. What's the Happs? So that everybody could ask all the questions on what is Happs and why are people all flooding over here? You're like the freaking Parlor of live streaming. Everyone's just leaving Twitter to go to Parlor.
Well, we hope to definitely have, a little bit, I think, different type of community and different standards. And hopefully a better working app too, just from a functional standpoint than Parlor. I think we're already at that level at least, or far above it. But appreciate all the folks who are coming over here as well.
Tiffany's asking if we're using mobile devices or computers. So I'm using a computer, and then George is on mobile. And what are you on, Peter?
So I'm currently on a computer.
There you go.
Okay. See?
Right. So currently our broadcast studio works for Chrome and Microsoft Edge, which is basically Chrome as well, just so you know, for launching broadcasts. But, Vince says, thank you guys for creating Happs. All of us appreciate it. And one more thing, can you explain how Happs came about? Sure, I'm more than happy to. So our creation tale, in a nutshell, was our three co-founders came together. Actually, I think they were at a wedding. It was a social event. Oh, hey, Joanne.
I'm trying to play around here.
Yeah, those transitions are kind of fun.
There. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, mix it up. Oh, okay. Wow. Suddenly I feel even more sweaty and gross looking at myself. But in terms of the creation tale, so our co-founders, and you can find this on the website as well, on the main page at the about.happs.tv. They actually connected to really break open the barriers to the broadcast world. So one of our co-founders used to work at Disney, at CNN, actually head of Touchstone Pictures, and he was really, I think, looking forward to creating a different model and different vision for media where people can have more of a voice and have the same type of professional tools, for free at their disposal, and be in charge of, their own kind of audience, as well as building their own business models too, using those tools. So we really began as more of a news-focused app 2 years ago or so, before I even joined, actually. And that model has definitely been surpassed and improved upon. And we took those tools, including this broadcast studio that Joanne is in, I believe, and we decided to put them in the hands of anyone who wants to use them. So it's really about kind of open sourcing and actually expanding our technology to a much broader community. And, we don't have a news-centric approach here anymore. We don't actually have any, political affiliation or any preference. We're open to folks from all parts of the world and ideological spectrum. And we have a lot of people joining from different parts of the world right now, which is really cool to see.
It is. It's good to see their perspectives on things. Like, I think Louise Poppy's from New Zealand, right? Chantal's from Paris, and it's really cool to see the whole world. Matthew's asking about the blue lines. He's like, can we get rid of the blue lines, the background?
So blue lines right now are basically filler space. Would you rather have those be black? I'm just curious. Open to your guys' feedback and inputs here. Right now, they're kind of the default there. George's
I personally would like it if we could have like different colors that you could pick. What?
Yeah, we'll get there. Our team is definitely working towards creating more customizable, looks and lots of options. I won't get too far ahead of the team on this, but we've definitely talked about it. I remember, I think it was, let's see, last night Wilson, or Piano Man, was on, and he had almost the exact same color T-shirt as our background, and he was like camouflaging into it, and we were like, oh boy, we gotta talk about this, both Wilson and our engineers, because he was literally like a floating head on screen almost. He had the same pattern, poor guy. Anyway, I love his broadcast. You should check out his daily crossword puzzles with New York Times, and he's got some great piano jam sessions too.
David says it's well put together for how young this app is. So there you go. That's kudos for you guys. And some Port Rock is asking, is Happs compatible with live U transmission?
I'm not sure what live U transmission is exactly. So
it's probably another app, maybe, or another platform. Live U.
Yeah, it's definitely, in terms of OBS, like we don't currently have an RTMP input, to get all technical, at present, but we do have that on our list eventually, for things like live drone shots, for example, where you actually need that. But yeah, it's possible to pipe in other things. Actually, I think I have a Snapchat filter. I don't think I have it on right now, or else I'd look even more glorious, hopefully. But I think that, yeah, we're working to add in more things for background effects and things that are available on, other types of similar products. We're trying to just be the one-stop shop and make sure we have a very competitive, equivalent product that hopefully exceeds all of these needs and demands. And we are working to add them. Yeah, floating head sounds like a good feature, says David. David with the fire. You should do stand-up here on Happs. You're cracking me up tonight.
Hilarious. He's been cracking me up for 5 years. I've known him for 5 years.
It's awesome.
Thamer is asking if you could have a live chat in a replay stream. So if two people were watching a replay at the same time, they could be having a conversation?
Not currently. The comment section is still open, as are the awards for after broadcast ends. If you go to Joanne's profile, for example, after this, you'll be able to comment on it, while viewing it, sort of, but it's not really real time anymore. But you can also give her a high five afterwards, like, 10 hours later, if you missed it.
That is cool. That is one thing that Periscope never was able to do. And for one, the comments, but for two, giving super hearts or any type of other things like that.
Right.
Let's see. Christopher says he's now watching from an iPad.
It's not bad.
And
yeah. So Christopher, it's generally not too clunky on iPad, but we actually don't technically build for that. We mainly focus, I think, right now on our mobile first is really kind of our ethos here. Brett and his team are working their tails off to make sure that is really the priority. But we're also, broadcast studio-wise, really focused on Google Chrome for specifically desktop. But that's not to say we're not compatible. We're just actually not checking it in detail or testing. But, oh, hey, Pete from Fort Lauderdale, was great to see you on here early in the day a few hours ago. It was really fun to see. I think that festive holiday lighting display there. Dina says, we have to be a professional broadcaster to go live on this app. No, you do not. That is a great question. But in fact, it is open to anyone. So you don't have to, be a professional. Certainly don't have to be a journalist. You can use this to share stories with your family. My mom is on this app,
I
guys.
saw her.
Pretty wild. She is a bakeaholic and has started to use this to stream to her Facebook and a few other places to share some of her holiday baking, because she makes a lot of cinnamon rolls and other delicious goods, and which is why I need to work out more.
I love watching her. I saw her with her baguettes. Somebody was asking about, do people get banned if they do anything sexual? That's what Matthew was asking.
Yeah, probably. Don't test us. Let's not platform. Go to OnlyFans if that's your thing.
Yeah.
Christopher says there is a slight lag.
Mm.
So is the lag only for other platforms that this is streaming to, or is it for Happs as well? Or does anybody know?
So that's a really good question. In terms of lag, it's certainly more delayed on external platforms as opposed to the Happs native platform. It streams here, I guess, first or quicker because it's on the same servers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a variable delay, yeah, for other external platforms, and it can be from a few seconds to longer. We're working to reduce that because sometimes it can be excessive, 10, 15 seconds. We've heard reports of more than that even. But it's a priority for us to really make that as real time as possible still for these external locations too.
Yeah, I was noticing I was on they were broadcasting about coronavirus in Arizona, and it seemed like there was a little bit of a delay. Yeah.
In Happs, was it laggy? Was there a disconnect?
It seemed like it, but maybe because they weren't paying attention to the comments. It could be. You never know, right?
Actually, that's possible. Yeah, I think it's definitely something we're working on is to really speed up the reliability and the lag for all of our things and servers. And as you guys probably, some of you noticed early this morning, we actually had an outage due to some of our servers, which are actually with Google Cloud, which was all shut down, as was YouTube, right? So we use mainly their servers. Yeah, we have other partners as well, but when that happens, it can definitely throw a wrench in things. But so far, thankfully, those have been generally rare and have only been for a few minutes at a time. I think an hour tops, 30 minutes tops. Yeah, our team has a really good relationship with all our partners for their servers to get updates and nudge them along. But yes, we got it resolved quickly. And today is I have to say, it's one of the best days for broadcasting we've seen in a while. Very exciting to have so many new people joining the platform, giving it a try. Hey, thanks for the high five award, Pete.
Yes, thank you.
I love Pete. You guys, I've known Pete for like 4.5, 5 years as well. He's got some really great beach scopes, sunset scope, fitness scopes. I don't even want to call them that. We call them broadcasts, I guess, here, right? So follow him over there. Where he's Pete Byron D here. How many comments do you have to make for a broadcaster to where you become a top commenter? Oh, good question, Cynthia Joy.
That would be a question for Brett. I'm actually not sure what the number is, but keep it up though. And let's see. Yeah, Brett's in the comments here. Pablo's in the comments here. Daniel, thanks for the Teamwork Dreamwork Award. That's awesome.
Woohoo!
Teamwork. Glad you solved the problem quickly. Yeah, it's again our engineering team working with Google to bring it up back online soon. Any other questions here? Any folks want to jump on with us?
How many
Luis Hoppy's here, you guys. Everybody say hi to Luis. Kia ora.
Kia ora. How are you? It was so fun to see your broadcast earlier today, our time.
Let's see. Brett says, sorry, what was your question?
You're feeding the birds.
Okay, wait. So the question is about how many people you can bring on total. So it's 8 total, including the original broadcaster?
Yes. So on portrait mode, there are 8 spots. So it's technically possible to have more people on with audio but be off screen, like I was as like the voice of God earlier, which is not a great look, I admit. But so on portrait you can fit 8 people in that grid vertically. In this landscape mode you can have currently 6 spots is the most on screen, including the host.
Okay, got it.
Yes,
that's
so
good to know.
7 guests in portrait and 5 guests in landscape.
Okay, got it. Yeah, so Pablo just said that too. I had asked about stabilization in the future built into the settings.
So that's a really good question. Yeah, right now there's basically a roadmap with a specific list of things we're trying to get out early. I'm not sure if that's upfront early on that. I know we have a lot of other things up our sleeves here. We don't want to, get too far ahead of our engineers on what their priorities are. But maybe we should have a update on that from Adam and Brett and Mikey and the team to announce some of these new features and actually take a bow and take some credit on screen. So I'm not stealing their limelight, because ultimately they're the ones doing all the hard work there. But yeah, Daniel says can't wait for that direct link option. So that is definitely in the works. We're excited about what that will enable for broadcasters here. Port Rock says, will you have paid subscriptions available to the broadcaster down the road? So that's a really good question. Right now, we have sponsorships, which are monthly ways to support broadcasters on Happs. Eventually, it's something where there could be some special privileges to being one of the sponsors. So we're going to be giving tools to broadcasters themselves to set kind of what the perks will be for their paying sponsors and at what rates, and build in more kind of customized or customizable ways for the broadcaster to set their own sort of suite of features or rewards, whatever that is. In my mom's case, it might be sending out some cinnamon rolls. I don't know what her sponsors would be. But anyway, we're certainly working on thinking through that. So Daniel says, can I connect my Buy Coffee account to Happs? So currently it's not possible to connect those. We will be integrating PayPal, though, as one of our main partners in the next few weeks here. Buy Me a Coffee, ironically, we made that call to action, that text on people's profile, before we even knew what Buy Me a Coffee, the other platform, was. We were just journalism-centric at that time in particular. And coming from that background, I can say that I cannot physically function without coffee. So we thought it would be a very good thing to put as the general text on screen there. But it is not linked to the separate platform.
That company. Ryan's asking, is it possible to have private streams for financial supporters only? That's a good question.
Yeah, so that's definitely something that we're working on. It's coming. Yeah, we're not sure exactly when that will be rolled out, but we definitely see it as part of our roadmap here, and part of a cool kind of exclusive way for people to engage with broadcasters, and their top fans, to have more of a kind of exclusive community.
That's a really good question. Yeah.
Good questions.
Matthew's asking, can we go live from the same account on multiple devices? That's actually what I'm doing here, Matthew. So I'm going live on YouTube, Periscope, I think Twitter, and I did not go live on Facebook because for other reasons. I just didn't want to know.
I think he's actually asking if you can connect both like a laptop and a
multiple devices. Oh, I see.
Which you can actually, and that's really cool to do. It makes for a nice effect of a dual camera. So if you go and look at Piano Man's broadcast from last week, I believe, he had kind of a dual screen type effect, which looked really neat. And he did that by having his phone, which has a better camera than this Mac laptop that I'm using, which is pretty crummy. And he was able to put a side view and then a view kind of from the front and of the keyboard for his performance, which looked really cool. But yes.
Which cameras was he using, or what type was he using?
So one was, I think, just his laptop's camera, and the other was a iOS device. Yeah, I'm not sure which iPhone model.
Oh, okay.
But it looked really sharp, and it's possible, like, you can basically on your mobile, join the same broadcast as well. If you go to the Go Live tab, for example, you started in the desktop version here in Google Chrome in the broadcast studio, and then add in your mobile device. It's essentially just another selectable thing on screen, just like the screen share, right, that I can bring on here, and now we get endless screen shares going off because it's pretty meta there.
But would that be like really taxing on my broadband if I did that?
So I would recommend trying to set your phone for 4G or hopefully soon 5G, right? To be able to distribute that load so that you're not getting less performance, right, and potentially crummier picture quality in particular, or any lag on both devices. So when I do that, I recommend having 4G or LTE or whatever you have set for your mobile device, and having the laptop, ideally with Ethernet if you can.
Okay. Can the broadcaster integrate third-party bots for chat commands?
Currently not. I'm not even sure what that.
Oh, here, Brett's answering. Not yet, but something we've definitely talked about. No firm plans yet.
Yeah, in terms of bots, thankfully we haven't had. I shouldn't complete that sentence, but anyway, we're certainly aware and trying to get out front of, ahead of any issues with bots.
Okay, the voice is asking, does Happs only work as an intermediate interface between different platforms?
So no, it's also a distinct and discrete platform of its own. And so you can actually jump on over. I see we have people from Twitter in the comments here, a lot of them, some Periscope as well, folks viewing on Happs. If you're on the Happs platform, one thing that's cool is that you can actually see the comments coming in from YouTube, Facebook, Twitter and Periscope, and even other destinations, and be able to see kind of the entirety of the other audience members of the broadcaster. So that's kind of cool. But yes, we have a separate platform. There's some perks and unique ways to actually give awards and have some interactivity with the broadcasters on platform here that you wouldn't in other places.
So Matthew's saying, I meant go live multiple times from the same account at the same time.
Oh, okay. So if you wanted to have two broadcasts at once with different devices that were titled differently, I'm not even sure. I think you should just test that and let us know how it goes. Brett, do you have any insights on whether that's possible or not?
So Dean is asking, how do you add a person on your broadcast?
Yeah, so to add someone on your broadcast, yes, we have an invite people button.
Do you want to share the screen?
Yeah, let's see here. So if I share your screen and make it full screen, you'll see that there's, so it looks a little trippy. If you look on the right side though, you'll see that there's this invite people button. Can you guys see the invite broadcast permissions now? Or is it not coming up in the screen share? I think it is.
I see it. It's at the very bottom of the third column, right? It says invite people.
Yeah, so it looks like it's not coming up with the screen share because it's technically another pop-up that happens there, but that invite people button with the plus person symbol is how you invite someone from the Google Chrome-based broadcast studio here. And there's no limit to that. You can select people as participants or directors if you're using the desktop version of Happs. So that means you can assign someone as a participant and someone as a director to be moving around behind the scenes, reorganizing the layouts, putting in pre-recorded video, doing screen shares even, managing comments, putting on text on screen. So you could have someone fully producing your show remotely as a director is what that permission looks like here in the invite. And that's totally separate from the participant permission, which is to be able to be on screen as a guest. So Peter says, Pablo says, I forget who I am and who Pablo is. We work together so much. So Pablo says, can you zoom in a bit? So I think I got out of that screen share. What other questions? Numbers include external platforms that have linked. Yes. So if if you look at the subscribers on someone's profile, you'll be able to see that there are their linked accounts listed underneath their photo and bio and stuff, and so you can see what other platforms that they have currently
connected.
Connected.
See Me is asking, is there a way to do a private broadcast option? So like maybe to just your followers and not to the public?
So that's a really good question. It's something that we've considered and is on a list. I'm not sure if it'll be coming out soon or not. Again, that's something on Brett's and the engineering team's side. But yeah, I have a feeling it will be in the works here. But can't guarantee exactly when or what that will look like, but we've gotten a lot of feedback about that.
Okay, let's see. The Voice is asking, is the primary purpose with Happs to integrate different live stream platforms?
So it's one of our purposes. We're kind of in an interesting intersection between like a StreamYard with multicasting in mind only and charging for it, right? Whereas we're free. And a Periscope like live broadcast platform, right? So we actually do both, and we think it's really fun to be able to be both. Frankly, it's kind of in our DNA, this hybrid model. And we're kind of something also like Substack, if you know of that platform too, in terms of allowing people to really develop their own business models and audience, specific distribution plans and all of that. So we're really, hoping to create a way for creators, whether they are journalists or activists or artists or, all sorts of different types of broadcasters, have these tools and be able to really do their best work across all their platforms at once and be able to make some, hopefully, significant income eventually is the long-term goal here.
Matthew has a really good question. Can we play copywritten music without getting in trouble? Or maybe showing a movie or a clip of something from YouTube?
Right, so that is a great question. Right now, we have not updated our community guidelines. That will be coming out very quickly here in relation to that. But if you broadcast out to Facebook or YouTube or external platforms using a pre-recorded song that's licensed, it will be blocked on those external platforms. It will soon, have more of a we'll have a firm policy on that soon. I'm again not going to get too far ahead. I don't want to play PR guy, but we actually are still working with our legal team to firm that up, exactly what it'll look like here on Happs in terms of this. So technically you can play music without getting into too much trouble here, but we're probably going to be having to firm that up very quickly here within days even. So yes, expect there to be more details on what that looks like. We encourage people, whether they're screen sharing or putting in pre-recorded videos, to make sure you do have rights to them, or using this external media under, fair use policy, which generally means, less than a minute or so of external footage, unless you have explicit permission from the creator. I think the legal term in most states for IP is basically saying, it's not taking over the whole spirit of the work. It's a part of your unique intellectual property, right? So having satirical news show on Happs, for example, or DJ Roundup, you'll probably want to make sure that you're limiting the length of those clips, and we can provide more guidance and specific recommendations on that in the coming days, hopefully, certainly by next week.
Yeah, I just know, like, if I was broadcasting out to YouTube, it would be boom, gone, right? Not gone, but you'd have the strike against you, or you'd get that email.
We encourage people to really use their best discretion on that. Right. And I think that it's best to be wise, especially as broadcasters right now, and be cautious and make sure that you're doing your best to pay attention to those, because yeah, we all want to make sure that we're being respectful as broadcasters and creators, right, of other people's content and rights. So that's certainly something that's just the right thing to do.
It says, the voice says, maybe also easier to take market shares by being a hybrid than solo being a live stream platform.
Yeah, I don't know. It's possible. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, it's an interesting course that we're on here. We're certainly excited about being able to do and to be both. We think there's unique strengths to that. Oh no, we lost George.
He probably ran out of juice on his phone.
Yeah, it looked like it abruptly just kind of dropped off there.
Vince is asking, are you guys planning to expand the moderation function to make sure to block and ban trolls and pervs?
So planning to expand the moderation function, yes. So
it's actually pretty good. I noticed that like somebody said a word and it didn't even go out, and it just said it had some message come up.
Mm-hmm. Yes, so specific profanity, in particular is filtered out, and things like hate speech. We're working on making sure we have a really good system for that and not infringing upon free speech, right? I mean, there's definitely a fine line there. We're very careful about walking and doing our best, but we certainly want to make sure this is a welcome place for people, and we're not getting trash content and bots and hateful or explicit content. That's not what this platform is for.
Right. Is there a way that we can integrate, like you guys can have like a box and we can type in all the words and the phrases that we want automatically blocked?
So that is a really good question. I love that idea personally. Brett, if you are still here, write that down on your list at some point. Let's talk about it as a team. Yeah, the ability to essentially set your own filter kind of requirements or keywords, right, for filtering.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they never did that on Periscope, and actually I know somebody who created their own utility, and you were able to do that. You could put phrases or words, and they will automatically just be blocked. I mean, either muted or blocked, depending on what you wanted to do. Yeah.
That's really interesting.
Especially because like on Periscope, they used to have these troll mobs that they would come in and just try and harass you. And they would have multiple people coming in and just bombarding your broadcast with spam and crap and rudeness. And it was horrible. But as soon as like we put that bot into place, they just got kicked out automatically without me having to do anything.
Yeah, I'd love to chat with that colleague or friend of yours, the other broadcaster who was able to pull that off.
Oh, sure.
And connecting them with our team to design something like that, ideally. I think that's a really neat idea and allows people to be in charge of their own standards, right? And have that agency, which I think is really neat.
Yeah. A lot of people are mentioning him right here in the comments. So yeah, it was Egg Drop. It's Joey. And I will put you guys together. He's
got it. Yeah. So Ron is asking, hey, Ron, great to see you. Papa Bear Alaska here. This is so fun to see so many broadcasters and all sorts of people tuning in here from so many platforms. This is really amazing. So it is almost midnight here. I need to go have a shower and go to bed. This is great. This is super spontaneous. Would love to do something again like this in the coming days, to have another info session and hopefully invite on more people from our team.
Yes, for sure. Totally. It's perfect timing because we're at 59 minutes and I always like to kill it off at an hour.
Nice.
So thank you everybody for being here. Peter, thank you for coming on and telling everybody about Happs, giving us the backstage pass view. It's awesome.
You bet. No, my pleasure. Yeah, absolutely. This was really great. We'll have to do it again. And I hope everyone has a great night out there. And please don't hesitate to reach out. I will put my email address there in the comments, which you can see and scroll through afterwards. So don't hesitate with any questions, suggestions, concerns, etc.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the high five award. Okay, we have one last question. The voice is like, Peter. Last
right.
question.
Let's hear it. The voice.
Please explain the terminology of verified journalist and what it means. What is the criteria for that?
Yes, so currently we have top journalists. If you go to the FAQ section of our website, it will provide more definitions and details about that. We can have a whole session about those different badges as well on our next broadcast here. Yes, Simu says, please come back and seek feedback. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it's critical for us as a community and as a platform here to get this right, and we can't do it without your help. So really appreciate all these questions and suggestions. Super helpful for us.
Yes, you guys, let's bring our wish lists here.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, you guys, I'm going to end this and have a good night, Peter, and we'll talk to y'all later.
You too, Joan.